Alright, welcome to the channel. My name is Will, where I do tech unboxing, tech reviews, and tech tutorials. And in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the Insta360 One R, which is what I'm shooting on right now. I have the 4K lens on right now, the wide angle lens, and today's video is part 1 of 3 on Insta360 One R. Today is focused on the unboxing, how to set up your micro SD card, how to set up your firmware on your iOS device or your Apple device, and how to set up the cage to be used with some GoPro-like accessories. So that's what today's video is focused on. As you're watching, if you find the video helpful, please remember to give a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. Here's the Insta360 One Twin Edition interchangeable lens action camera. Comes with cord, dual lens 360 mod, 4K wide angle, battery base, a mounting bracket, lens cap, and a charging cable. And so it gives you a diagram of what it all has. On the side of the packaging, there's just a few other things, list of different features and functions. Okay, I'm just gonna do a very quick unboxing here to show you what the components are. So the first thing is the Insta One R main module. It has the 4K wide angle lens attached to it. On the back of the main module has an LCD display, which is nice. The 360 mod with both cameras on both sides. This is the lens protector for the 360. You just kind of clamp it on there. You can see where these bumps here go against the the lens. A lens cleaning cloth, the battery, a USB-C charging cable, and also, which is nice, includes a cage with the mounts and has a thread here to mount it onto a tripod, which is nice, or a gimbal. Insta360 stickers if you're into that, and of course the quick start guide. And that is what's inside the Insta360 Twin Edition interchangeable lens. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to charge this base, and then I'm going to show you how to set it up. The first thing you have to do is charge the main battery. So the main battery is located here at this platform. For you to charge the battery, you actually have to connect it to the main module, because the main module actually has the USB connection, which is here, which will allow you to charge the battery. So obviously the first thing you have to do is connect the base battery plate to the main module. I'm just going to leave the 4K lens on there. If you kind of flip this over, you can see the contact. So here is the contact pins for both communication and to provide power to the unit. So you can connect it that way. On here, there's a sliding mechanism. So I'm just gonna slide it over to the right, pop the unit in. There you go. So now it's connected. It's not gonna come off. It feels pretty secure. And the USB-C port is on this side here. You can see the little arrows here. So you take a fingernail, unlock it, has the door, and then the USB-C charge port is right there. And then this is where you put your micro SD card. So I'll talk about that in a second. So right now I'm just going to charge up the battery and we'll get this set up. Since I just unboxed Insta360, I need to charge the battery. And so this is the battery right here. For me to charge this battery, I need to connect it to the main core unit, which has the battery charging port right here. So what you're gonna do is you just open it up and then plug in the USB-C. And now it's gonna charge, and you can see right next to the top left-hand corner of the One R, you can see the red light. So when the red light is on, that means it's charging, and it will turn off when it's done charging. It's October 4th, and this is the first time I'm setting up the Insta360. And a couple of weeks ago, Insta360 just pushed out a latest firmware to give some new features and functionalities to the Insta360. And one of them includes the webcam capability. And so I'm going to show you how to set that up for the very first time, especially if you just recently purchased one like I did. And I'm going to use my iPhone to show you how to do it. Before you update the firmware, I suggest you install the micro SD card in the Insta360. This is a micro SD card, and this is the Samsung 128GB EVO one that I currently use. I use this in my X-T4 and my X-H1 for my Fuji cameras when I'm using video and photography. Make sure that you get a Class 10 U3 rating micro SD card, as that's the fastest card that you can use to record 4K on this Insta360. Anything less than a U3, like a U1, it's actually going to tell you can't use the card because it's too slow. So make sure you get the proper SD card. I'm going to leave a link in the description below where I purchased it on Amazon. For I found that this was the best bang for its buck for this capacity, for this speed on Amazon, which was the Samsung 128GB Evo one. So to install it, in my case, if it's on the right hand side, you flip it to the back, you just push it in, push it in again, there you go, and it stays in place. And then you line up the arrows and just close it up again. Oh, push tighter, there you go, all done. And now my micro SD card is installed on the camera. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna update the firmware and also format the micro SD card so it's ready to take pictures and videos. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my iPhone and show you how I set up the app on my phone and how to download the firmware to update the Insta360 using iOS. And that's what I'm going to do now. Download the Insta360 app on your iPhone, which I'm going to show you now. And then as soon as you're done that, you just turn it on. There's that power button right here. So I'm just going to turn it on, hold it down for 3 seconds. Hear that noise, and then you know it's powered on. On your iPhone, go to the App Store. I'm on the latest iOS 14 build. In the search bar, type in Insta360. The app is called Insta360 One R, 1X. Select Get to install the app. When you open it, it's going to ask you for permission to connect to Bluetooth. Click OK. I'm going to click Agree on the privacy agreement. Click on the gear icon on the bottom right-hand corner. Choose the camera name. This is the only Insta360 I have, so I know this is the only option from the list. As soon as you select it, a pop-up appears to indicate a new firmware is available. Click Start to download. I'm just going to speed up the timeline for it to download. After it's completed, click on the Connected Camera to Update Firmware button. Choose the camera name from the option. Once you select the camera is now going to update and will restart once the process is completed. Once you connect it for the first time and the firmware is updated, it's going to ask you to activate the Insta360 One R. I'm going to click Activate, and then once it's activated, hit Start. Now what I'm going to do now is format the micro SD card. So select camera storage. I have 128 gigs or 117. I'm going to click Format. I'm going to click Confirm. Are you sure you want to format your storage? I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to hit Format again. Format completed. So now that the Insta360 is all set up with the latest firmware and the micro SD card is formatted and ready to receive pictures and videos, I am ready to put this in the provided mount. So the provided mount does two things. One is it helps keep it waterproof, and the second thing is it allows you to mount to different GoPro type like accessories. So you can mount it onto like a chest rig, a selfie stick, which I'm gonna do, or a monopod. So that's what I'm gonna do for this one here. The way that my Insta360 is set up right now is in vlogging mode, which means whatever the picture is, I see right here next to it. Before I put it into the camera mount, I want to decide if that's the right orientation for me. And actually it is not the right orientation for me because I'm going to be using this to film an overhead setup. So I want this on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it off. I'm going to turn this around. I'm just going to switch sides here, and it's just simple as pulling apart. So what I want is the main module like this, and the camera like this. Oops. So let's see. So I want it like this. There you go. So that way when I'm filming overhead like this, I can see the picture on the back, and that's the orientation I want. So now that I have the camera all set up the way I want it to, which is the camera facing down and I can see the screen from the back, it's time to put it into the cage. So the cage serves two functions. One is to kind of help with the waterproof, but the second thing is allows you to mount the camera to different accessories, such as like a selfie stick, a monopod, or even a chest rig, or that you can mount the camera to. So it's kind of almost like similar to like a GoPro style mount. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to put the cage on. So the cage, when it comes, is locked up. At the top here, you see there's a switch. You open it up, just push on it, and then it lifts up. And then you can actually just pull that from the front. And one thing to make sure you keep right is orientation. So you can see that there's a cutout, which is the cutout for the micro SD card access and the USB-C access. So it's on the left-hand side. And I'm gonna plug it in. Snug in there, push the frame in, and then to lock it, you put it this way so that the lip connect is underneath, catches it, and then just push down, and that's it. It is now all locked up. At the top, there's a cutout, allows you to still access the record button and the power button. And now it's locked in there, and then here, if you want to screw in the mount, just put it in, and just turn. And this will allow you how tight you want it. So if you want it stiffer, you just tighten the stiffer. If you want it looser, then you can loosen it. So that's how you mount it to the cage. And an example is if you have like a mini tripod, like I do here, the 1/4" screw, you just screw it onto the base here. Nice and tight. And now I have like a tripod set up onto, and now I have the Insta360 on a tripod, mini tripod setup. And that's it. All right. As you can see, it's quite windy out today. Hopefully the wind noise, I have the wind. All right, so that concludes the video. That concludes the part one of that concludes part 1 of 3 on the Insta360 One R. Today was really just basics about how to unbox it, how to set it up, and get ready for you to use. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be about some of the features and functions of the Insta360 One R and how to use it as a webcam. All right, so that'll be my next video. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.